Hey, Andy Lipton. Question for Dearica. Just a general question. In what respect were the expectations that you had when the league started about the style of play, were they met? And in any respects where they have not been met?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I have experience in a different style of basketball. I've done 3x3 Olympics, so not completely the same, but definitely similar. With the aspect of conditioning and fast pace and open space. So I feel like I've adapted and adjusted pretty transition. Like it's been pretty smooth for me. Yeah,
Is that what you expected, that style of play?
yeah, yeah, a little bit.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Hey, how's it going? Sava with USA Today. Coach Spoon, how did you kind of just see the game out there? You guys obviously started really rough in the field, but came all the way back and just talk about just the resilience that you've enjoyed with your team here.
Just you just said the word. It was just, we are a resilient basketball team. As you could see, the first quarter was really rough for us, but we could have tucked our tails and went home. But our kids kept fighting. They fought and got themselves back into the game. We felt really comfortable at halftime with the adjustments we made into the third quarter. We had a heck of a third quarter, and then the fourth quarter, kind of went down for us. But everything that we're doing, we're learning lessons, or learning lessons that we're going to get better.
Just kind of the levels of kind of picking up, after the first and then the drop off. Just, I guess, how do you guys kind of work towards being a little bit more
Well,
consistent?
there's levels to this game. There's levels. We're not out here playing baby basketball. These are elite basketball players. And each team have some incredible basketball players on their teams. But when you see a team like us and what we did coming out of that first quarter and doing what we did in the second and the third, and unfortunately in the fourth it didn't go the way we wanted it to, it says a lot about who we are. So we were talking today about how we can put together 1, 2, 3, and 4 quarters, and we put those 4 quarters together the way we played the second and the third. We'll always give ourselves a chance.
And Derek, I just wanted to ask you, one thing that's always very fascinating to me is just how you guys kind of come in and you're not obviously happy after a loss, right? Just the competitive nature in this and your competitive drive just to feel the way you feel after a loss in Unrivaled. Just can you talk about just what that kind of means for the league going forward? You guys being so competitive.
I mean, everybody obviously wants to compete. For me, the first thing I feel after a win or a loss is just gratitude and be able to like continue to play basketball for a living. I'm blessed. So losing is tough. But personally, I don't carry it as maybe as much as some people. I have to go home to 2 kids, so they don't care that I lost. So just gratitude and yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, this when it comes down to the playoffs in a couple weeks, it's gonna be about who's healthy and who's able to compete. Because obviously, you see people are dropping like flies, um, and so yeah, just staying healthy.
Hi, Coach. That lineup with sort of Chelsea, Angel, and Brittany seemed to really cause problems in the final quarter and then at the end of the third. Just kind of wondering what you were thinking and how you were trying to counter that.
We're not taking anything away from anybody, but that was just mishaps on our part defensively, and what we needed to do to correct the situation. There was one play that they found that was pretty successful for them. We needed to make that adjustment immediately, and unfortunately, it didn't happen for us, and they just kind of got on a roll with that one play. But we take nothing away from them. They played well tonight, and it was an incredible night to just compete, just the way Dearica talks about. The competition is absolutely amazing, and what we did to even have ourselves back into the game, that's something that we can build off of.
Dearica, the sorry, it's
No, I
me
see
again.
you.
Forgive me. I'm like refusing to cough into the microphone. Um, that play with Angel sort of screening and then
Yeah,
re-screening in the low post, allowing Chelsea to pull up in that kind of mid range.
yeah,
What were you sort of feeling and trying to? How were you trying to deal with
yeah. I
that?
mean, we adjusted in the first half, and they adjusted. So obviously, we talked about switching it first, and Angel kind of hurt us on the board. So then we were like, switch it back, and then, I mean, it's just good offensive basketball in their hand. You can't stop everything. And fortunately for them, it worked when it needed to in the fourth quarter.
I'll take the last one from Willie on Zoom.
Thank you. Hey, Teaspoon. Hey, D. Good to see you both. Dearica, if I may ask you about a former teammate, I had a Zoom this morning with Kia Nurse and talked to Tyler Marsh on the phone. I'm doing a little piece on her. The one season you got to spend with her and play with her, can you just talk about her presence, her leadership, on and off the court in the locker room, and just sort of what she brings to a team?
Yeah, she's a professional. She works hard. She's a good teammate. She comes in with gratitude every day. Um, she was coming off of an injury last season, so never really found her flow consistently. So just happy she gets another opportunity to go somewhere that's gonna truly value her and give her the opportunity to give back to All-Star Kia.
Thank you.
Thank you both very much.
Thank you.